Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Linda Onyango. I'm the CEO of SME Support Center. We're very passionate about supporting micro, small and medium enterprises, but we're equally more passionate about supporting governments, financial institutions and corporates. And why I'm making this video is because of the recent happenings in Kenya around the 2024 finance bill. It is no secret that Africa has close to 400 million youth, and these youth have now demanded the attentions of government and demand better accountability. The youth bulge is an issue that can no longer be ignored. And why I'm making this video is to give some practical tips, quick wins for African governments and on how they can easily decentralize wealth to micro, small and medium enterprises and consequently to the young unemployed youth in Africa. So tip number one, it is no secret that governments are the largest spenders in Africa, literally the largest spender. If you go through many government budgets, you'll see the various spending items that they have put there. So let's take, for example, two key sectors that I think are quick wins. So if we take education, for example, Kenya, for example, in the 2024 finance bill has allocated close to 6 billion on infrastructure development for our schools, for our primary schools, for our secondary schools, 6 billion. And that means the development of the desks, school buildings themselves, and a lot of these have been dilapidated for a very long time. And that right there is a quick win. It's a quick win to involve micro, small and medium enterprises and youth. In Nairobi alone, there are 500,000 artisans. This includes carpenters, it includes plumbers and so forth. Now, if you take that 6 billion, there are very many clusters of people doing furniture. There are very many people who can actually do bricks. These people can be looped into the government procurement system. And the only thing that needs to happen is that all these people just need to have some sort of check-off system, and this whole procurement can be centralized. So you have in one city or in one town, you have close to 1,000 micro, small and medium enterprises, each of them perhaps employing maybe 5 youth, and each of them working on specifications on desks and furniture that they can then supply centrally to government. This is very easy and very practical, and this can begin within a month if the government is very serious. Secondly, when you come to health, there's some money set up for infrastructure development. When it comes to health, another 6 billion or so. This money can be directly used to procure from MSMEs and the youth doing curtains, doing hospital beds, doing the rails for the hospital, doing bed sheets, and all these things. Rather than focusing on large manufacturers, it is now time for us to decentralize wealth. And that has been the main problem. Government spending for a long time has gone to individuals, it has gone to, some people say, cartels, or even large manufacturers. But now, because of this youth bulge, this can no longer be ignored. African governments need to decentralize this spending. I know there is ACPO that provides for this procurement, the 30%, but then again, there needs to be a more deliberate and more inclusive approach. The second thing that needs to be done is governments need to relook at the SME programs that they have, especially with the donors and so forth. A lot of these SME programs are focused on capacity building to the micro, small and medium enterprises. Now, the MSME sector is not homogeneous. A lot of what we are hearing from especially the medium enterprises, they've been overtrained and underfunded. These people need plant and equipment, these people need working capital and so forth. So even as we design the MSME program, as in Kenya we are launching Nyota and so forth, these programs need to be relooked at from the lens of funding. There are so many growth-oriented enterprises, not the subsistence one. Growth-oriented enterprises that need money for equipment, we're talking about $5,000 all the way up to $500,000 and above, that can be incorporated in the design of these programs and managed through even an accountable check-off system to buy these machines and so forth. And even some of these machines can be fabricated locally. Those are some of the quick wins that I see. Basically, what we need to do is look at every sector where there is infrastructure development and where some of that development can really be done by micro and small and medium enterprises. This can be centralized, the quality control can be centralized, and a whole program created around sourcing from thousands and thousands of micro, small, medium enterprises.